Notice next to View, you also have Grades. Unlike some schools where you have to wait 9 weeks to get a grade sheet, you will have a grade sheet available at all times. If you have done an assignment that BrainHoney automatically graded, you will simply be able to come here, the score will be here, you will click on the score, it will open that document up, and you can see your grade immediately. If it's an assignment that you need to turn in to the teacher to grade and you have submitted it, a small paper icon will appear in this score until the teacher has graded it. When the teacher has graded it, again, you can come here, you can open it up, you can see all the teacher's comments as well as your score, as well as the questions you got right and wrong. You want to always be sure and do this. A large part of learning is learning from your mistakes. If you never see the teacher's comments, you will continue to make the same mistake over and over and lose points. So you always want to come here to look at that grade. Up in the top left corner, you will see that you will always have your score available. It will be completely up to date. You will see your target end date, and you will see what percentage of your work you have completed. On the grade sheet, in the top right corner are several tools that you can use. The first one is the what if calculator. If you are very close to an A maybe, and you are ready to take a test and you want to know what do I have to get on this test to get myself up to a good steady A, you can click on this little what if calculator. In it you will see that there is a box where the grade will go, and you can put an imaginary score, click recalculate, and you can see what that will do to your average. Activity is a page where your parents or your supervisor can come and look at the activity that is happening in your BrainHoney. They can see how much time you're spending in BrainHoney. They can see how much time you're spending on an assignment. So for instance, if you did very poor on a math test, they can come into activity and make sure, did you take the practice test? Did you open all of your lessons? Did you work hard? They can look at activity to make sure that you're doing all your work. The other two that I want to show you are these two right here. First, let's look at the calendar. This is where you set your target end date. If you have a semester course, you have 26 weeks to finish those 18 weeks of lessons. If you have a one-year course, you have 52 weeks to finish those 36 weeks of lessons. But you don't want to take that whole 26 or 52 weeks, or you will never have a vacation. So you and your supervisor come up with a target end date of when you want to be done with that semester. It does not mean you have to follow that exactly. That simply helps you stay on schedule. It populates the left side of your desktop so that you can see what you need to accomplish each week in order to meet that goal. If an emergency comes up and you are missing a week of school, you can come back into that little calendar and change your target end date. North Star's only rule is you have 26 weeks or 52 weeks. You decide within that time frame. And the last thing I want to show you is another way that you contact your instructor. Remember that all email is done inside First Class. When your teacher emails you, he or she will be sending that email to your First Class account. However, if you are in BrainHoney, and let's say you are on your grade page and you look at a test and there's a question that you really think you got right, but it's marked wrong, a very easy thing to do is come up here and click on that little icon, and that will allow you to send an email directly to your teacher's First Class account. Now remember, when she answers you, you will not come back to BrainHoney to get the answer. You will go to your First Class account to get the answer. Now we will head back to our desktop, and that is a general overview of BrainHoney. Always go in order. Start at the very top. Do everything that your lesson says. Stay in contact with your teacher. Your teachers love you. They are here to tutor you, to answer your questions, to help you. That is the best part of their job, is getting to know you. So be sure, when you have a question, You ask that teacher. You set up an appointment if you need tutored. Any questions you have, be sure and ask.